In this video, we're going to learn how to graph solution sets of inequalities. So our vocab terms here are our open and closed circle, and we're going to learn about when to use them. So when you're graphing an inequality, you have two things that you have to keep in mind. One is, are you going to use an open or closed circle? And then the second thing that you have to include is the direction of your arrow. Now, when we use an open circle, this is when we have our less than or greater than. So less than or greater than. It is an open circle because that number is not included in the solution set for the inequality. When we use a closed circle, this is when we have our less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So whenever we see or equal to, we want to use a closed circle because that number is part of the solution set. So let's do some examples to see. So graph each inequality on number line. So A is saying x is less than 9. So I'm going to go ahead and put 0 down here. It doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. And then I'm going to go ahead and count up by 3 since I don't have enough room to go by ones. So on the other side of 0, I'm going to do my opposite. So -3, -6, -9, -12. So if x is less than 9, I don't have an or equal to, so I'm going to go ahead and put an open circle on 9. This is saying that 9 is not part of the solution, because if you were trying to say you have to make less than 9 cookies, you could not make 9 cookies, right? 9 cannot be an option. And then less than, all of my numbers that are less than 9 are to the left, so that means I'm going to put my arrow pointing to the left to show that these are all of my options. The other hint that you guys can do is you guys can actually close off the inequality sign, and it's going to show you what direction the arrow is pointing. All right, B, I'm going to draw B down on this one right here. So x is greater than 2. So if x is greater than 2, I'm going to go ahead and start by putting 0. And then I'm going to put my numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, and -4. So I know I have an open circle on 2. It means 2 is not part of the solution. And then x is greater than, so all of my solutions for greater than 2 are going to be to the right. So I'm going to point my arrow to the right. You can also close off the inequality sign, and it shows you that the arrow is pointing to the right. C, y is greater than or equal to 15. So I'm going to put 0 here. And I'm going to count up by 5s this time. 5, 10, 15, 20, -5, -10, -15, running out of room here, -20. A little messy. Okay, I am going to +15. I have a closed circle this time because it's or equal to. So 15 is part of the solution. This is like saying I want to make at least $15, so I can make $15 or more than 15. I'm going to close off my arrow. It's showing me that I am going to be pointed to the right. X is greater than, all of my solutions are to the right. Last one, I'm going to write out my inequality down here. I have z is less than or equal to 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put 0. And I'm going to count up by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, -2, -4, -6, and -8. I have a closed circle because it's or equal to, and it's less than. All of my solutions are going to be to the left. So my arrow is going to go to the left. So these arrows, or these, are really just showing you on the number line all of the possible solutions to the inequality. All right, example 2, what inequalities are shown by the graphs below? So now we're going to write out the inequalities here. I have my variable is t, so I'm going to write out t. I know my number that the circle is on is 6, so I'm going to put 6. I know it's an open circle, so it's not going to have an or equal to. And it looks like all of my solutions are less than 6. So I'm going to say t is less than 6. Our next one, I'm going to use no variable given, so I'm going to use s. My number is, or my circle is on 3. It is closed, so I'm going to include an equal sign. And then all of my numbers look like they're bigger than 3. So s is greater than or equal to 3. Example 3, which graph shows the solution for z is less than 4.4? So I'm going to go ahead and check all the circles are on 4.4, so these could all be options, but I don't have the or equal to, so I'm going to go ahead and cross off. I know that this is not an option because it has 4.4 as a solution, and my inequality shows that 4.4 is not a solution. It does say that z is less than 4, so I'm looking for numbers that are going to be less than 4.4, which means that my top option is the only solution. You also could just close off your arrow, your inequality sign to show which direction the arrow should be pointing.